I'm going to start straight away today with, it might take a bit of time, but can you give us an update on how things are with the illness that happened through the week, ahead of your weekend?
We've still got one or two. We've got more than one or two back. Like I say, it was from sort of Sunday morning through to, well, still carrying on really, but it's, you think COVID's infectious. We obviously had one or two cases last year. There's nothing like this norovirus, that's for sure. That was, it is crazy. I hope nobody gets that, that's for sure. Well, we'll be in better shape, hopefully, on Saturday than we were Tuesday night. Like I say, I thought we were good value for at least a point, if not all three. And considering the circumstances, the performance the lads put in, the disjointed and disruptive preparation that we had, I thought the performance was admirable at the very, very least, really. So, yeah, we've still got one or two suffering from it, but they should be all right for Saturday. But then that doesn't mean to say that another one or two won't have it by then.
It's very frustrating because, as you were telling us in the summer, you were going to have to sign up quite a lot of players and to try and get them to integrate into the squad, and then you lose them through illnesses as well, other players. It's that time when you want to try and get that settled team and have a look what your best 11 is, but that's not been the case.
Yeah, it's not even so much the teams, it's just getting them training and getting them relationships and coaching them and getting into them what you want to get into them. It's that bit's the most damaging and most disruptive. But well, it's live. I don't think I'm sat here playing the violin or anything like that. There's far worse things happening in this world than a football team's got a bit of a virus going around. So please don't think that I'm feeling sorry for ourselves or using it as an excuse for anything. We're not. We'll get on with it and we'll give it our best shot. That's for sure.
3 league games done and dusted, 2 defeats, 1 draw, 1 goal. Just your overall view of how it started. Are you putting it on a bit of a similar line to what happened last year, when it just took a few weeks to get into it?
Yeah, I think the performance on Tuesday night was far better than the one on Saturday at Portsmouth, that's for sure. And like I said, I thought we set up wrong, which was my fault. And if we keep improving, there's elements of the Portsmouth game that were better than the Cheltenham game, for sure. So we know we've got to. The truth is, I said to the boys after the Oxford game, I said, look, we are a work in progress. I said, it's sort of a bit of maybe an elephant in the room thing to say, especially to you as the players. I said, but please don't see that as an excuse. And that's not going to be the excuse in a month's time or 6 weeks' time. It can't be. I said, but we will get there, because I've got belief in myself, belief in the staff, but more importantly, belief in the players, because they're good players. But we've just got to make sure we keep working hard and we'll get there. So I'm not worried. Have we got work to do? Yeah. Is it hard with the disruption that we keep facing? Of course it is. But then that's life, and we'll get on with it and we'll keep working hard to improve. And like I said, we should have beaten Oxford, who were going to be there or thereabouts. So, I think the fans saw that. The collapses at the end, they were terrific all night. So, I think we're not far off, but we've still got plenty of work to do at the same time.
And if you just look back, 4 of your players have gone on and have been transferred. 1 player's got contractual problems. They're a hard core of your squad last season. When you look at what you've got now in terms of bringing it in, there's still that good potential that you've got with your newcomers and what you had left. Yeah,
of course. They wouldn't be here if we didn't think they were good enough. They wouldn't. Regan Griffiths come off the bench and had 2 great chances. That's not a negative comment. That's a real positive comment. The fact that he got in there in 7 minutes plus injury time, he had 2 chances. That's terrific. It's what you want to see. We should have took them both, but what a good impact that is. in such a short space of time. You know, when he played in the Papa John's last year, he played very well at Hull, and I can't remember, Shrewsbury played very well. You know, there you go, keep going. Did well on loan at Notts County. So they're coming. Are they the same as Ryan Wintle when he left? No, they're not. You know, like I said, Josh Luntram would have played the last 25 games if he hadn't fractured his leg. Much the same as Rio Adebisi played the last 20, because we knew we would need him this year. Excuse me. And he's better for playing them 20 games since January at right back, because we knew we were going to need him. So, you know, that's a massive part of my job. Is it all gelled together? Is all the relationships like they were before we lost 6, 7 players? No, they're not. Of course they're not. I don't think it takes a football genius to work that out. But we'll get there. We will get there.
Just an update on the transfer window then, Dave. You know, you have been busy. You have signed 7, but there's only 6 with you now because Tommy Owen retired. But where are you at the moment with, what, 11, 12 days to go?
Well, we still need another couple at least. And we're working hard and we're trying to find them. And once we've found them, you know, you'll be the first to know.
Would you say this has been your toughest this time in a transfer window as a manager?
Probably. Yeah, probably. You know, I think in previous seasons it has been evolution. And I'm not saying it's been revolution this summer, but it's certainly been high turnover for us. You know, 7 is a big number for us. It's not normally that high, and whatever 1, 2, 3 more, that makes it more than normal. So, you know, we've got to make sure that whatever we bring in, we improve, and if we don't find them, we don't bring them in. It's as simple as that. So that's the plan.
And when you just look at that list, which you've probably been looking at it for weeks and weeks and months, is it still good value for money around there that's still on there with players not yet fixed up?
I think there's still some players that believe they are worth, let's call it pre-COVID wages, or last contract wages, and there's a reason why they're still available, but they still don't realise. There are players that are still holding out. There are still players that are, you know, trying to forge a career, if you like, and get the foot in the door and to prove you wrong. So they're sort of coming from both sides now, both directions. Although because the Premier League's been so slow, and because the Championship, more importantly, has been really, really slow, it has affected everyone because everyone's been holding on and holding on and holding on. And I think there's going to be not a mad rush, but I think there's going to be a hell of a lot of business done in this next 2 weeks.
And as we look ahead to Accrington, it's a team and a manager you've got a lot of admiration for. Yeah,
I've spoke before of John and obviously Jimmy with him. What they've done at that football club is remarkable, and they continue to do so. So we know it'll be a tough game. We had 2 tough games against them last year, and we're not expecting anything different on Saturday. That's in their DNA as managers, as leaders, and it's in the DNA of the football club. So we know whoever plays on Saturday against us, they're going to give it everything, because that's what John and Jimmy demand of them. So it'll be a tough game, as it always is. But like we always do, we don't fear anyone, but we obviously respect everyone. So we've got to make sure that we continue to improve like we have been doing. And if we do that, then we've got a great chance of getting a positive result.